Hello class, we're on to our module 7, which is all about percents. We're going to take a minute and we are going to go ahead and fill in what you know, what you've heard of, what you don't know. And I promise we will revisit this around the test time, okay? I did make one little mistake right here. This one should be percents. Okay, pause the video and fill in the rest of the chart. And remember, you don't have to draw the shapes, you can just put X's. Okay? All right. Now that you've filled in this page, we're going to go ahead and flip it over and we're going to take a look at percents, all right? Our first lesson is going to be on modeling. So we'll be able to model equivalent fractions, decimals, and percents, all right? So what is a percent? Well, a percent, it's a part to whole ratio where the whole is always 100. No, I don't know why that's there. All right, it's a part to whole ratio. So we did ratios a long time ago, and the whole is always 100 in this case. All right, that's what's super important. All right, so we're going to model this first one. It says shade 45 out of the 100 squares. All right, you can pause the video. I'm going to give you some hints if you need. So this is a 10 by 10. I know this because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that means there are 100 squares. So I'm going to shade 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that means I just planned on how I'm going to shade 40 of these squares. Okay, and think about it. If I shaded 40 out of 100, how many should I have left? 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay? That makes sense. I have 60 left because I shaded 40. Right? Then I need to shade 5 more. So this time I am going to have to count by squares. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So I've correctly shaded it. And it should be easier with a pencil. You should have it all the way shaded with a pencil. I can't do it as well with my computer tools. All right? So now we're going to write some ratios, word form. We're going to do it the shaded to the total. So 45 to 100, because there were 100 total squares. Fraction form, 45 over 100. Yes, we could simplify it, but we are not at the moment. 45 colon 100, all right? What percent shaded? Okay, so since it's always out of 100, we're looking for that number that goes with the 100. So it's going to be 45, and instead of writing out of 100 or to 100, we're just going to put a percent sign, and that percent sign basically means to 100. Okay? So that's why we don't have to write it all out, is because we put the percent sign. Right? So let's take a look at farther down on the page, some that have already been modeled for us. Okay? So this first one, okay, it's got 1, so there's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 plus 6, let's write that over here. Whoops. 10 plus 6 equals 16. Okay, so 16, and we're doing this just like before, shaded compared to total, out of 100 squares. Okay, well, we just practiced percent. Okay, and it was, that top number is the total number when the bottom was 100. So 16%. Okay, now we've done decimals before, just a little refresher. So it's in the hundredths. This is 16 hundredths. So that means it has to go 2 decimal places. Okay, I would like you to pause this video and I would like you to try, yes, I'm skipping this top one. I would like you to try these bottom 2. All right, if you're struggling a little bit, I'm going to talk about this one right here on the left. So first we count the squares. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So it's 8, and then 2 more, so 82. So let's think about it. 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and then 10 more would make 100. So we're good. So it's 82 out of the 100 squares. Maybe you're like, Miss West, are you sure that it's 100? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was right. It's out of 100. All right. Remember, the percent's going to be the thing over the 100, or the total number shaded in a 10 by 10 grid. Okay, and then the decimal, this is 8200, so 0.82. The decimal part should be reviewed. All right, if you have not already paused the video, pause it now and try the next one. Okay, if you look, there were 25 squares. 25 out of 100 squares can reduce to 1/4. I reduced this one just because it was really easy. All right, we can reduce all of them. We're just not practicing that at the moment. Our decimals, over the 100, it's 2500, so it's in the 100th spot. And then the percent is just how many boxes, the number over 100. Okay, now here's where it gets a little different. All right, take a look at this top one that we skipped. It says shade 3 boxes, so I'm going to shade, but there's a lot less boxes this time. Okay, this time we only have 3 boxes shaded out of, whoops, I don't know where my eraser is. Found my eraser, out of 10. Okay, so we can still write that fraction, 3 out of 10. Okay, we can still write my decimal, 3/10. So we just have a 3 in the 10th spot. But my percent gets a little tricky because it's not 3%. Because on this model, it looked like that, but if I drew it over here, it'd only be 3 little boxes. So those two do not look like the same picture. Okay? So it's not going to be 3%. All right? So if we're looking, a percent matters on how much the total is. So in this case, it's saying that this is 50%. Well, let's see what it says that covers. It covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Okay, and then to get to 100, it's another, whoops, it goes up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 out of 10 would be 100%. That makes sense. And 5 out of 10 would be 50%. That makes sense. So what do you think this is? Well, it's 30%. Because in this case, each box was worth 10%. Okay, now there's other ways to figure it out than figuring out what each box is worth. But in this case, it's not too bad since they're each worth 10%. All right? Later, we will work on strategies when the models are not as easy. Okay? Over in the bottom corner, there should be room. I need you to put a triangle and just give me a 1 through 5, how you feel about this. 1, Miss West, I don't really know what you did. 2, Miss West, I understand the pictures, or I can do part of it. 3, I feel about middle level. I can do like 2 of the 3 parts. 4, I think I'm going to do pretty good. 5, I'm not going to make any mistakes. Okay, so just put one of those numbers in the triangle. All right, and we will practice more later.